People tend to assume I'm very motivated. I am, and I cannot stress this enough. Not. So you must be really disciplined then? No, I'm not that either. I'm a lazy sack of undisciplined shit. But I'm also a proactive lazy sack of undisciplined shit. To illustrate, I want to tell you about one thing I've never been good at. Because frankly, making some long-ass video hailing myself and my good habits is just too awkward for my taste. I've always been bad at flossing. I've tried creating a steady flossing habit for what feels like my whole life. I often manage to get started too, but somehow my routine always falls off a cliff. I'm going at it, gaining steam for a couple weeks, and then, poof, my momentum stops, dead in its tracks. Just like with you in training, I know flossing is good for me. I've seen horrific pictures of rotten brown teeth, and they scare the living shit out of me. I'm definitely motivated to floss. What makes my failures even stupider is that flossing takes little to no time and doesn't require anything but the smallest amount of effort. I don't even have to leave the house. I've had the same damn flossers in my bathroom cabinet since the Mongols laid waste to all of Eurasia. I have no excuses, but I can't do it. So what gives? One part of creating good habits is getting the ball rolling, because healthy routines are like a ball of snow rolling down a hill, steady gaining size and speed. It's hard to get it moving in the beginning, and the longer we do something, the easier it is to keep doing it. But this, while true, is also not helpful. Just do it is bad advice, because we're already trying to. This view of self-disciplined routines creates a chicken-egg situation. To build healthy routines, we need self-discipline over a long period of time. But self-discipline is in itself a healthy routine, so how the flying fuck do we create that in the first place? Another, often underrated, aspect of habit creation is making the habit as easy to implement as possible. It's not about powering through using the self-discipline we wish we had, but creating an environment where a habit is likely to prosper. I've been flossing every day for 4 months now. I guess I deserve a medal or at least a diploma of some sort. What's crazy is how the way I finally made it stick is so stupid and simple I can't even fathom it. I put the flosser with my toothbrush. I was already brushing my teeth. I mastered that shit in kindergarten. Now every time I do that deeply ingrained habit, I get an instant reminder to up my flossing game while I'm at it. I also bought approximately a lifetime's worth of dental floss, so I always have some available. Because I know, if I have to go to the store to buy some, it's not happening. When we start doing something new and challenging, our identity and previous habits become this force of nature, pulling us back to our previous selves, our status quo. To oppose those forces, we need to create our own force field, one which pulls us toward the habits we wish to create. I see too many people spend their whole existence in an epic fight to go to a dimly lit place and lift weights and/or run on a treadmill. Working out shouldn't be an epic battle. Stupid as it is, we often stop doing what we achieve to do, not because we don't want to do the core thing, but because of all the small annoyances we associate it with. If you, like me, ever skipped a workout because you lacked the proper socks, had a bad hair day, or because it was raining, and fuck, if you're going out in the rain, you know this all too well. We should aim to minimize the friction and pain associated with creating a habit, and maximize the friction and pain associated with not creating it. We should strive to make training as tempting as possible, while avoiding it should be hard and painful. I floss, not because of my super saiyan willpower, but because I've minimized the friction flossing creates in my life and head, while making the implementation of the habit as smooth and pain-free as possible. Here are some specific examples as to how you can create an environment where the habit of exercise is likely to prosper. Prepare the things you need beforehand. Have your gym bag with clean clothes, water bottle, towel, etc. ready. Fill it with everything you need and put it by your door. It will serve as a constant reminder, telling you how close you are to go to the gym. Set a fixed time. Ever postponed anything? Yeah, me too. So why not schedule your training? By giving training a specific time and place, much like a deadline, we can making procrastination as small a factor as possible. Put that shit in your calendar if you have to. It's what I do for my studies. Know where you're going to train and become familiar with the place and logistics. Where is the water fountain? Is there a water fountain? What equipment do they have? When is the best time to go? These logistics, while seemingly minuscule, can add up to a lot of friction and make it harder than it has to be to make this habit stick. Have a training plan. There is a syndrome in the fitness industry popularly termed fuck-arounditis. Fuck-arounditis, while bad for progress, is also inherently unhelpful for making training a habit. Don't just plan to go to the gym today. Plan to go, do X exercises for X reps, time with X goal in mind. If you're going to the gym with no plan and no particular goal you wish to accomplish, procrastinating on it becomes very tempting. Set some specific short-term goals and measure your progress. Have something you wish to accomplish every day you're there. Maybe it's lifting 1 rep more than last time, running a bit longer, or something as simple as improving at a certain movement. Mastery waters and stimulates motivation while incompetence kills it. Take advantage of that. Get to know those who work there. You don't have to be friends or anything, but make a bit of small talk. Say hi. Smile. Get to know the lines of their faces. A familiar smile is a lot more appealing than a stranger's glance. Make your workout part of a routine. A popular tip I give is to train on the way home from work or on the way to it. The road from your coach to the front door can feel longer and more daunting than a marathon on pouring rain. Going by the gym when you're already out and about is, on the other hand, often as close to effortless as it gets. Go with a friend. Social pressure is real. Canceling an appointment is a lot harder than postponing a workout in your head. As a bonus, camaraderie can also make training more enjoyable. Yes, it should be enjoyable too. If all else fails, hire a personal trainer and set up sessions several months in advance. In the business, we use this as a tactic because it minimizes flakiness. While people may want to avoid working out, they also don't like calling someone to cancel an appointment they're paying for and know they should go to. You can use this to your advantage too. Have some fun. The best way to keep going to the gym is to actually enjoy yourself while you're there. Experiment a bit. Find out what part of training is the most fun, or at least sucks less. Too many treat the gym as a place of suffering. Counterintuitively, this makes it harder to go than it has to be. When you find something enjoyable about it, you may even find yourself wanting to go. In the end, that's what makes habits stick. People who wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning don't do so because they're running on extreme amounts of willpower, but because they, crazy as it is, actually enjoy it.